Hey y'all, and welcome. I am super excited to be with you all on tonight as we kick off Light Talks with yours truly, Nina Marie. And I am excited to be on the platform with yours truly, as you see right here, Social Goats. And it is going to be on and popping in this season as it relates to Light Talks with yours truly, Nina Marie. So, you all, this has been a time, and I'm talking about a long time coming, for me to finally get back to Light Talks. I've been lifing with life, and time has not waited for no one. Can you believe that we are already basically halfway through February? And tomorrow, yes, I'll repeat, tomorrow will be Christmas all over again. So let me reintroduce to some and present myself to others. Yo, girl, Nina Marie, here with Social Goals, with my segment, my podcast, my radio show that's coming, Light Talks. And guess what? I gotta pat myself on the back. I have to. Well, my shoulder right here, but pat myself on the back because it has definitely been a long time coming, and it has taken some scheduling and just some things that needed to be put in place to allow me to finally get to this point. So I cannot and will not negate the fact of giving shots out to Social Goals. I'm super excited to be joining this dynamic team. They're all over, y'all. I feel like I was an honorary member before even joining the team, but I am even more excited because there's so much going on around here. I'm telling you, our group chats is popping. And not that they wasn't already doing their thing before I got here, because trust me, they were and still will. But I just gotta say, it's starting to look a whole lot of successful around here, as my mentor would say. So I hope that you all are really staying LinkedIn. If you have not already, you can follow me on my social media platforms. So your girl is definitely on Facebook. I'm telling you, that is my first. My kids say I'm old, but you can call it what you want to. But you can find me on Facebook with my name being Nina Marie. And you can also find me on my other platforms, which on IG, yes, IG, it is definitely Real Nina Marie. On IG is Real Nina Marie. Actually, excuse me, Real underscore Nina Marie. That's what it is. Real underscore Nina Marie. And on TikTok, you can find me at Real Nina Marie. So you can find me on Facebook, you can find me on IG, and you can find me on TikTok. And in a moment, I am going to be continuously working to build those platforms up. And again, I'm super excited to be a part of the GOATs of the industry. I gotta say that because I'm a firm believer that birds of a feather usually flock together. And I am definitely here for the journey of it with Social Goals. I got my shirt going on, compliments of my dear sister shirt going on right here. And I got to begin my swag gear up as well, because it is so important for us to know, or for you to know, who I'm rolling with. I got to just make that clear. I got to let you know who I'm rolling with because, like I said, birds of a feather do flock together. And there are no I's in team. I'm a firm believer that together each accomplishes more. And when you can ride with a team that believes in that vision and understands from the top up that is such a team effort, it just makes it that much easier to follow along. So definitely super excited to be here on this platform, and even more excited about what is to come. So what is Life Talks? I know you all have wondered, and you're probably thinking like, okay, who is this new chick? What is she talking about? And what is Life Talks going to be focusing on? Well, I'm so glad that you asked, because this young girl here, let me just put the record straight. I am a Michigander, yes, born and raised in Michigan. I always say Louisiana can't get all this credit. I'm born and raised in Michigan, born in Port Huron, raised in Flint, okay? And when I tell you that the whole journey of being down here has just been absolutely priceless for me, it has been a amazing journey, okay? Like literally a whole amazing journey in itself. But one that I would not change for the world. So I just left Michigan and it was freezing, snow was on the ground, all of that good stuff to get down here. And I'm like, oh my goodness, it is definitely warm outside. But I am so grateful to be down south. But I will not give Louisiana all this credit. Gotta represent my great state of Michigan. But you all are stuck with me now. I've been down south for many years. Actually, it's been a long time, and I've been in the Shreveport area, traveling the world, but home based out of the Shreveport area for about 10 years now. So it's been a little bit of time that I'm now, if you will, at home. As the kids would say, I'm at the crib now, right? So I am a Michigander, and Life Talks is something that when I began my radio journey back at college, shouts out to Wiley College, that's my alma mater. Shouts out to Wiley, that is where I started with radio. And I was absolutely terrified when I started my journey. I really did it because it was something that I felt was in my heart to do. I felt like God was like, you know what, you need to get out there and let your voice be heard. And I was super duper scared. Can I just repeat that for those in the back? I was super scared. So like I often tell students, if you want to be comfortable, you will never be successful. And if you want to be successful, you will never be comfortable. It is definitely not about what it is that you want to do or you feel like you should be doing or any of that, but mainly about the thing that you know you are called to do. And most of the time, if you will, right? Most of the time, it is not comfortable. Most of the time, it is definitely something that you don't want to do, you're not comfortable doing. And 99.9 times out of 10 as well, it is something that is not convenient. It is something that doesn't come when it's just the right time. And a lot of times, people just actually think that when you are following your dreams and goals, that all of the above comes with it's just being perfect timing, right? That could not be any further from the truth. You have to be willing to get out there and to jump out there afraid. And that's how I started with the radio industry. So fast forward, I was doing a youth show at the time, working with my students, my youth and young adults, and Life Talks was birthed out of the fear of knowing, okay, I know what I need to be doing with my teenagers, but also the voice that I felt like I also had in the life of adults as well. So Life Talks was born, and it's been a trial and error basis. Let me just say that as well, because sometimes people think you got to be perfect to start some things, or you got to be perfect to move forward in life, and that will keep you stuck and crippled every step of the way. So you cannot worry about perfection. You just got to have the right person, the right team around you, and it's okay to be a copycat, right? As long as you're copying the right cats. And I'm very grateful that I don't have to be the smartest pencil, the smartest tool. Like, I don't have to be in my toolbox. I just have to have amazing individuals around me that can help push me into my greatness. And that's what Life Talks really serve as. It's a show for both men and women. I believe it's also very, very friendly to youth and young adults as well. That along my journey, it is something that I hope something can be said to encourage you along the way. Now, I started with 4, but now I'm at 5, and I call them my 5 F's. So as you're journeying with me through Life Talks, we're going to talk about a lot of different things. But there are 5 areas that actually help govern my life. It governs who I am. It governs me as a person. It governs me as a woman. It governs me as a mother. It governs me as a friend. It governs me as a sister, as a homegirl, as a daughter. It governs me in all relationships that I have around me. And it's 5. Say 5, right? 5 concepts, 5 things that, regardless of what I'm talking about on Life Talks, you're going to always hear one of these 5, I guess, parameters, my 5 areas that govern my life, as I mentioned. You're going to always hear me speak about all 5 or just 1 or 2 of them, but you're going to always hear one of these areas that govern my life. And I'm going to spend the next few weeks actually talking about each one each week, because I think it's important for you to understand a little bit about me, because you can't know or follow me when you don't know who you're following, right? So I govern my life off of these 5 principles. That's what I can call them, 5 principles. And the 5 principles for me, my first one is my faith. My faith, man, I don't know about you, and I'm not even here to impose what I believe or who I believe in onto you. I'm just telling you how I govern my life. So my faith is important. Everything that is around me, my daughter was texting me earlier, like everything around me and everything governed by my life is going to be governed first by my faith. I'm just being honest. I can't even mentally take nobody serious that don't have something that they believe in that's bigger than them. So your faith is imperative. My faith for me is imperative. I hope yours is to you, but I'm just talking about for me. That's imperative. My faith is a non-negotiable. I got my peeps on my left and my right, but and I even heard my mentor say, which was so good before, that somebody being in your circle is completely different from somebody being in your square. And those that are in my square, because I got a circle of people that are around me, but people that are in my square, those are people that is covering me because they know where my faith is. They know that if I need some prayer partners, some things to go up, I know who to contact within my square, right? So my faith is super important to me. Also, my family. My family is super duper uber important to me. I'm a mother of 4, and my children, I always say too, that parenting doesn't even start until they get grown. I don't know about you, but that's when parenting actually really kicks off and takes place, okay? Faith, my family, okay? Also, my finances. Now, that's money. I don't know what you might call it or what it may look like to you, but I'm telling you, your finances is so important. And people will tell you in a heartbeat. I'm telling you, don't be listening to your broke uncle and your granny or your cousin and them who ain't never had nothing more than what you've seen from them, or somebody that don't even aspire to have more, because people honestly be content right where they are. And I'm not knocking that for nobody. And you'll even hear people, specifically your good Christians, and I'm one of them, so I'm not talking about nobody. I'm going to tell you what I know and from my own experiences. So people will tell you, you don't need all that money. I just need enough to pay my bills. Like, I'm not knocking you if that's all you need. But don't put all that you need on, or put a cap on what you think I need or what you feel like I deserve based on where your dreams are, or shall I say are not. So you have to make sure that you're not even casting your pearl out there to swine. You hear what I tell you? Like, you cannot tell everybody your dreams, because they will make you believe or make you think that that's just, it don't take all of that, or it doesn't require X, Y, and Z. And so I have learned, and this is Nina's experience, Nina 101, okay? I have learned that you cannot give your big dreams, you can't be no giant out here casting your dreams to grasshoppers. You just can't do that. You have to put yourself around those that not only have the ability to dream just as big as you, but also have the ability to believe your dreams for you as well. Because sometimes you may not even have the belief that you need on that particular day to bring that dream to pass. But that's why it's imperative to identify those that are in your circle and those that are in your square, because as much as the two may appear to look alike, they are completely separate. And you cannot cast your pearls out to swine when people don't have the ability to dream as big as you, and you can't even be mad at them. This is my favorite statement. I'm telling y'all, I don't even be mad. I just be clear. I'm not mad. I'm just clear on exactly where you are, and even more so where you are not. So your finances are important. So we got faith, right? That's my first principle. We got family. That's my second principle. You got finances, which is my third principle. And then you got, now this newest one is new for me, and that is my fitness. Okay? Now, I know you can't see all of this over here, but I'm telling you all, it's so important in taking care of ourselves. We know that health is wealth. And we also know that wealth, what good is it to have it if you don't have the health to enjoy it? So that's been something that's been very important to me in this latter part of my life. I've always been one that's pretty disciplined, and I know exactly what I want when I want it. And it's nothing for me to set my mind to something and actually go out there and accomplish it. That's something that I'm pretty good at. But I don't want to just be healthy because I'm going to be rich and sexy. Like, I know that part. That's my goal, y'all. I got to be rich and sexy. I ain't even going rich and sexy. Okay. So I'm clear that that's something that is important to me, but I really want to be healthier because I want to be able to enjoy my wealth. I want to be able to enjoy my wealth. I want to be able to enjoy my grandchildren. My little one, my first baby, is on his way, right? And I want to be able to enjoy my grandbabies. I want to be able to also be around long enough, Lord willing, that I can leave a inheritance for my children's children's children. And my children has not done bad. You know, I mean, they ain't did bad. But now that I know I have this grandbaby coming, it just put a whole different spin on the mission, if you will. So my fitness is super important to me as well. I'm actually, shouts out to Sweat with Jess. If you are in the Shreveport, Louisiana area, she does a ratchet size class that I'm super excited about because I love to dance. You will learn that about me. You will see it through my personality throughout the show. But I love dancing as well. So to be able to go and work some cardio in there, losing some pounds while dancing to my kind of music too, it's a win-win all the way around, right? So I am super excited about being able to really focus on my fitness in this season. And then last but not least, so you got faith, right? You got family, you got finances, you got fitness, and then last but not least, and probably one that is one of the most important parts of them all, with all four of them put together, is fun. F-U-N, fun. That's my fifth F. And that fun is equivalent to self-care. I don't know about the men, but you'll hear me talking more to you guys on the Ladies Night Edition show. Super excited about that. But for women, and I would definitely venture to say this is the same for men as well, that we spend so much time doing, taking care of, tending to, seeing about everybody else but ourselves. And that fun, that self-care portion of our lives, you all, is so important. I really wish that somebody would have told me a little bit more about self-care growing up and how important it was. Now, don't get it twisted, baby. I had some fun in my day, and to this day, I still have lots of fun. If you know anything about me, if you follow me on my social media platforms, wherever I'm at, whenever I'm there, you better believe it's gonna be a whole party. It's just the energy and the synergy that comes with me. It is what it is. But I wish I would have known more and really understood the importance of self-care. And that self-care is equivalent to when you're single or when you're in a relationship. A lot of times people think like you only should care for or tend to yourself while you are single. And no, you supposed to care for and tend to yourself while you single and while you married. And I mean, like, that is so important because you cannot be at 100 for anybody else when you're not at 100 for yourself. So that is so important for me in this season of life, is to really focus on my self-care days. And I got my whole day scheduled. It's a whole day. I got a day scheduled to where that is the day that I'm focusing on Nina. Like that old school song by De La Soul was called "It's Just Me, Myself, and I." Okay, that is so important. So in every part of this show, you're going to hear something reflective in all of those areas, whether it's about my faith. Because nowadays, y'all, I'm talking about, if you not believing God for something, and we're going to talk about this. If you're not believing for something, like, I'm going to bring some vision boards next week. I got to show you that it's so important to really build your faith around something. And not just around something, but getting somebody, if you got somebody in your life. I had a gentleman, a friend of mine, and bless his heart, he was just like, just feeling some kind of way because his boo don't support him. And I felt so bad for him because, dog, I don't even know what to tell you, because that's a whole situation. Just being honest, because not only do you have to make sure that you have the faith that you need to push through, but you cannot be sleeping with the enemy and you're kicking it with somebody that don't have faith in their own dreams, let alone in your dreams. So again, we're gonna talk about that as well next week. Okay, gonna kick off with faith, but faith, your family, finances, right? Some fitness and some fun. Those are all going to be imperative as we move forward. So I hope that I've given you some knowledge of a little bit into my world and how you can follow me on my social media platforms. Again, I'm super excited to be on this platform with Social Goats, because I know, as I'm looking at all of the pictures and just everything that comes with growth and movement, you know that you got to be in the currency, moving where the wind is going and blowing. So I'm just excited to be here. Let me make sure I didn't forget anything, y'all. This show, let me just be clear as well. If you haven't, I know I mentioned it, but I gotta say it again for those in the back. Don't come on with me, because I'm gonna be interacting with y'all. I'm gonna be chatting with y'all, and I don't want you all to think that this is going to be a show that's just so cookie cut. No, I got my notes right here. I'm gonna be cracking up. It's gonna be unscripted, because I want you all to get to know who Nina Marie is. I want you to know me, and I want you to get to know more about what I'm sharing with you, versus I want you to get to know the person, but I want you to get to know the heart behind the person that I'm sharing my life with you all during these times. So again, you can follow me on my social media platforms. So for Nina, it's Nina Marie on Facebook, Nina Marie on Facebook. On Instagram, it is real_Nina Marie. And on my TikTok, it is real Nina Marie. So make sure that you follow me on my social media platforms. I'm also going to invite you all to join us for Light Talks Ladies Edition. This particular week, y'all, on Thursday, I am super excited. I'm going to pull out my DJing skills a little bit, because I want you all to hear. I'm going to be setting the stage. Valentine's is coming up, and because this is Ladies Night Edition, gentlemen, get your women on, okay? Now, I got to be honest. I always tell my brothers, send them to me. I'll train them up for you, right? I'll get them the information and the wisdom that they need, because when they say that women are from Venus and men are from Mars, it is the honest to God truth. But I believe that Light Talks Women's Edition on Ladies Night is going to be super fun. And again, this particular Thursday, we're going to be talking Valentine's. So I hope that you got some stuff planned. You are excited about what is to come for February 14th, which is weekday. So you ought to be planning, making your plans over this weekend or next weekend. But either way, tune in on this Thursday for some ideas and suggestions for our first Light Talks Ladies Night edition. Y'all, I am again excited, and I think that is about a wrap for today. I think I've shared everything that I want to. Make sure that you like, comment, or share this video. Please reach out to me on social media because I am going to do a giveaway on next week. I'm going to make myself a note to do a giveaway because we're going to be talking about faith. All right. Now, I'm going to often throw out some assignments just because what good is it for me to drop nuggets if you're not going to do nothing with it, right? So, I'm going to give a homework assignment, if you will. So, on next week, Monday, Tuesday, not Monday, but Tuesday. This is my Monday because I just got back in town, but it's Tuesday of next week. I am going to challenge you all. We're talking faith. That is going to be the first week of me just breaking down why my faith. And sure, I'm going to share with y'all my story on how I even got to this point. But I want to know, and listen, you ain't got to be no pastor, no preacher, no teacher, none of that. If you ain't believing for nothing, then this probably, just come along and get some faith from somebody else. But if you are believing for something, and you may even have a favorite scripture out there, post your scripture. I want to know what that scripture is. Mine is, I got several of them, y'all. Oh, I got several of them, but one that I probably really love is James 1:5. If you lack wisdom, ask. That's probably my favorite. Simple, short, and sweet, and I'm always seeking wisdom. So follow me. Make sure you comment. I'm going to enter your name in a drawing if you give me your favorite scripture. And I'm going to be reading a couple of them off on next week. So I would love to shout you out on the show. And I am definitely looking forward to seeing y'all again. Same place, same time on next Tuesday. Y'all, thank you again for tuning in. And this is your girl. Yo, listen, let me set it up for y'all. This is your girl, Nina Marie, the one and only, the unity in the community type of chick. See y'all next time. Peace out.